Okay, let's move on and talk about the big news story coming from the club last week. The story that you tabled a bid for a striker in the Championship, we understand. What's the very latest?
Well, the latest, the bid was accepted, but the player does not want to play in League Two from the Championship. And I've always had to say I have to respect it. I don't always agree with it because I think you have to go and play football. But I'm sure the lad concerned will have different options, perhaps certainly in League One, if not certainly more in Two. But we made our bid. The chairman was happy to pay the monies it was going to take to get him out of his club. But I've spoken to his manager this morning, and he said he's had a long chat with the lad over the weekend, and he just doesn't want to go and play in League Two. So we respect the decision, and we carry on with our business as normal.
Now, there were rumours, or there are rumours in the Sheffield area, that the player concerned was James Hansen from Sheffield United. Are you in a position to confirm that?
No, listen, we're trying to do some business in it. We're not in a position to confirm whether it's one player or the other. You know, we've been linked with several strikers. Some are close on the money, and some are miles away. You know, some we wouldn't bring here. Not because they're not good players, but because we have a specific type of player that we want to bring in. But we're not on the market for the one we bid for, Steve. It doesn't matter whether it costs a club record or a club transfer record, or whether it costs nothing. It's about adding quality to the squad and giving us one or two alternative options and adding to the qualities that we've got, because we've assembled a good squad here.
What other options are now on the table?
There's two or three players that we like. We're discussing some things with them, with the representatives, but we've been discussing that for a few days anyway. You don't put everything on the fire at once. You have to make sure you've got different options as managers and head coaches know in football. To get players these days is to get good players and the right type of players is particularly tough, and you can't put all your eggs in the one basket, because if you do, you'll be left disappointed. You have to have different options, but always remember the reasons as to why you're trying to sign that player, rather than just sign for sake of signing. And I've already shown with the patience we've had since we stopped signing players that we're not going to jump in and sign a player for the sake of it. We'll sign when it's merited in all our staff's thought process that it's the right thing to do.